Hey y'all, welcome back to the channel. Today I just wanted to share a few Christmas gift ideas for those hard to buy for folks in your family or friends, those motorcycle enthusiasts.
It's too cold in the early morning.
You know, when I was a kid, I remember trying to figure out what should I buy for my dad for Christmas. One of the hardest guys in the world to buy for. He's got a drawer full of handkerchiefs, a closet full of ties, and socks galore. You know that drawer in the kitchen where you throw everything else that's not a kitchen utensil? My dad had a drawer full of pocket knives, things that he had collected over the many years of Christmas. There was no way in the world he would ever be able to use that many pocket knives. So what do you buy your dad, you know? Well, I thought I would help you guys out with some ideas for Christmas gifts for those hard to buy for motorcycle enthusiasts. These are all things that I currently have. Hopefully I'll get something in addition to this, but I want to share these 5 ideas for Christmas, all under $150. I don't have anywhere near the following to allow me to benefit from any type of Amazon affiliate link. These are all things that I've bought for myself and things that my family have bought for me. So first I want to talk about shirts. Now that can sound very boring, right? Well, there are shirts that I use day in and day out, especially when I'm on the motorcycle touring. And these are those moisture wicking style shirts. They take up a very small amount of space in your packing, and that's the key when you're touring on a motorcycle. You can wash them on the road, hang them up, they dry very quickly. They're long sleeve. In the summer, they keep your arms from burning and getting sunburned. In the winter, they provide a great base layer for multiple layers when you're trying to stay warm. So if the person you're buying for just has to have the Harley logo and pay the Harley tax, you're going to spend $60, $70, $80 for one of these shirts. And I've bought them over time, and you've seen me with these shirts on in multiple videos when Roxy and I are out traveling, but they last forever. And so I want to show you a couple of those now. So if you have to have the Harley brand, you know, you can see these. The logo is pretty well understated, not like many of the Harley shirts you see in the Harley shops that have just a mountain of colors and logos and cartoon figures, and in some cases they're a little naughty. But anyway, so you can see that this type of shirt, if it has the Harley logo, you're going to spend $50, $60, $70, $80 for some of these things. But you can go to like a Columbia outlet store and get a similar shirt. It'll be a little thinner material, but you know, quite a bit less expensive, but it serves the purpose. I like shirts with logos that are a little understated, not overwhelming. All right, so the next thing I want to show you is a gift that's kind of common, but extremely important when it comes to touring or riding a motorcycle, and you've got to take gear with you, and that's ROK straps. Now, you know, probably many of your friends and family already have these. If not, make them get rid of every bungee cord they've got anywhere in the house, put it in the garbage, make sure it leaves the house. They are worthless. But ROK straps, for $25, you can get a pair of ROK straps from Amazon. Basically, they snap together and you can just cinch up on the strap, and they have elastic in them, and these things are extremely durable and they won't pop loose and hit you in the face when you're using them. So ROK straps, again, they're the gold standard. Everyone should have a half a dozen of these in their bike when they're going on a long trip. In addition to that, I'm going to put these together because when you're traveling, you're constantly taking off layers as it gets hotter, putting them back on as it gets cooler. And so these elastic netting devices that hold your, you know, various things onto your bike are extremely helpful. Again, these are very durable and strong. You can buy it from Harley. You can probably buy it from anywhere, but I've got these 2 here that I've had. I'm sure I've had these over 10 years, and they're still very functional. So again, these are relatively inexpensive, but I think they're critical when you're traveling with your bike. Now let me share another gift that I think is important to a lot of riders. And for me, on my Harley, I'm constantly have to change the tire pressure, or if I try to increase the tire pressure when it's low, I've got to run to a gas station, and many of these gas stations we stop at today, if they even have the ability to provide you air for your tires, you've got to drop quarters in the device. Many times these things are broken or they're being used by someone else. It's just inconvenient. And so I bought the cycle pump. This is a small pump. It's put out by Best Rest Products, and I just bought it online. So this tire pump is called a cycle pump. I bought it from Best Rest Products, and I'll put links in the description if you're interested in buying these. Again, I have no affiliate links with any of these folks. I bought all this equipment myself, and I use it. I use it all the time. And so basically it just plugs into the electrical system of your bike. My battery tender on my Harley is the same type of connector that this uses, and then I can plug this into my bike. The other piece I bought was this gauge, and I can plug this in line and then plug this onto my tire, and then I can monitor the tire pressure as it's going up. And what I like about it is it's got a 90-degree turn on it. Trying to get these on the valve stems on your bike, especially on a Harley, trying to get around the disc for the disc brakes or get underneath a saddlebag, it's not the easiest thing in the world. So this works quite well, and I'm always checking my tire pressure when I'm out on a trip, camping and so forth. So the first thing I do in the morning before I go off is I'm checking the tire pressure, and inevitably I'm having the increased pressure depending on the temperature and things outside. Now guys, I've shown you this in the past, you know, on the two little pouches that I have on my crash bars in front of my saddlebags. I've got the two little Harley pouches there, and this is where I keep my toolkit. This is a Cruz Tool Kit. It's on Amazon now for less than $100. It's called the H3, meaning for Harley. There's also an M3 for metric bikes, but it gives you a good basic setup of tools. And you know, I add a few other things like some Gorilla Tape, some extra zip ties, things like that, but it gives you basic wrenches, adjustable wrenches, you know, spark plug socket, a little flashlight, and a small set of ratchet and socket set. So the next gift idea is a bike cover. It sounds vanilla, it sounds plain, uninteresting, but you know, I keep two covers. The covers I use here in the garage for like winter time after I've winterized the bike and covered it up for, you know, 3 or 4 months to keep the dust and the dirt off the bike. It's a cloth-based cover that I bought from Harley, and I'll show you that here with some photos. It's in the $150 range, and a lot of times you can buy these with discounts around Christmas time, Black Friday, and so forth. So in addition, I've shown you this other cover I have from DOWCO. This is a $60 cover, and I've shown you photos of that, and I'll share some more with you, and I'll share a link in the description for it as well. This will make a great Christmas gift for those that need to take it on the road with them because it's light, packs down tight, and it can go in the saddlebag. So most all the things I've shown you so far I think are not only just for touring. Some of these things you need day in and day out on your bike or to work on your bike. But I've got one other thing I want to show you, and this is, I'm going to call it a bonus gift. For probably $35, there are some unique tie downs I use on my motorcycle when I'm sitting on this lift behind me, and I'm going to take the camera off and show you these particular tie downs. So let me show you why I like these so well. They're made specifically for the purpose of tying down to the front forks without scarring up your forks. And they just loop around the fork and hook back onto a big heavy hook here, and that's it. So you've got your fork protected, and you got the ability to just ratchet these back down and tighten them up. Very simple. And not only on my lift here, but you know, people use these when they're pulling their bike in inside of a trailer and they need to tie it down. I just think they're terrific tie downs because they're made for one purpose and one purpose only, and they do that job extremely well. The reason I like them is they're specialized for this particular purpose. You've seen many ratchet straps out there that are just come in packages of 8 or 10. They're garbage, they fall apart. These things are extremely stout. They tie to the front forks. They go on and off very quickly. They protect the forks so that there's no damage or no metal rubbing against anything on the forks. They're called Power Tie, or the brand Power Tie, and I swear by them. You can use them either on holding on a wheel chock on your bike lift, or within a trailer if you're tying your bike down inside of a trailer. So again, these are 5 and a bonus 6 item that I would recommend as reasonable and nice Christmas gifts for that person on your list who's a motorcycle enthusiast. So these are all gifts that are under $150 and many under $50. So these would make good Christmas gifts for. So I hope y'all have a Merry Christmas and enjoy the season. So if you got a friend who's really into motorcycles, these are all things that they would appreciate to receive. I certainly would. So y'all, thanks for watching. I hope this was helpful, and please subscribe to the channel and leave some comments. Tell me some gifts that I'm missing, because I need to tell Roxy what I would like to have. And next time we get out on the road when it gets warmer, y'all come go with us.